asking for a review, or does he have to make a challenge?
I think he did, but they're not allowing it.
Another 3-2. Profar checks his swing, but he went around. Todd Titchener, the third base umpire, says that Profar off it, and he's throwing a fit.
Don't ask me. Why's that? See ya. What, excuse me?
That's pretty weak. Marcotte quickly got out there, but Pinder is gone for the afternoon. By the third base umpire, Blakeney, and they got into a conversation, and Brendan Crawford's tossed.
And they had a conversation going, and all of a sudden, he gave him the heave-ho. Unbelievable.
Here's a 2-2. And that is in there for strike three, and Xander is upset. Here comes Cora out of the ball game.
Face-to-face contact. I think they ran him. I think he's been ejected from the game.
It's supposed to be automatic when you complain about a ball and a strike called.
Yeah, it's been a frustrating night for Jonathan. Wow, that didn't take much.
That was just the right word to say, and that was a quick one.
That's not. I don't know that that's a show.
Down, he didn't want to look at first base. If he'd been rung up, I don't think he would have argued. And Rick Kranitz with a parting shot or two. And he just got thrown out.
Cruz, he's on his way down to first base and he doesn't like it, but he's not actually ejected by the first base umpire. He's ejected by the home plate umpire, and I don't agree with this.
Dylan Carlson, who does not argue very much, was questioning the home plate umpire, and he didn't like the response he got. And Mike Schopp came out and met Dylan as he was walking back to the Cardinal dugout, and he got in front of him and he took over.
Now heading to the dugout. So this was moments ago, and he was not happy with Whitson. We saw this coming, and he's pointing to home plate where he thought the bad calls were. So Whitson then throws him out, and Boone gets his money's worth, John.
Well, he gets his money's worth, and we were able to kind of pay attention to this, and there was a lot of
There's no question. That was right off the top of the toe.
Got him on the foot.
It was. Yeah. Carlson's going to continue this at bat. Craig Counsell still getting another word here in. And no more Craig Counsell for the rest of the game as you saw him head to the tunnel. Ejected from the contest.
And Ollie's just been ejected. He's going to get his money's worth now.
What he's saying is pretty correct, too. He said, you tell me where the strike zone is tonight.
He might have thrown somebody out, but he was walking toward that Tigers dugout, having some words with someone in the dugout, and that got A.J. Hinch upset. He came out and he really let him have it, and it wasn't very long before Jensen Visconti tossed A.J. Hinch.
Well, you only got to hope that it was Hinch.
Oh, he rung
him up. Strike three, and a pitch that was not a strike.
Falls down.
He's been thrown out of the game. Plawecki livid over the call. Here comes Cora. That was ball four.
3-2, and strike three call. And that will retire the side.
Scott Service had had enough. He pulls down the mask, let him read my lips, and then mask back up after he was thrown out.
I believe if he is ejected, that's his 5th ejection this year.
I believe so.
And most of them have been in exactly this kind of a circumstance.
Here comes Dave Jones. What's going on here?
The zone has been big. Ian Happ has really been struggling, and I think Rossi just a combination of frustrated and fighting.
Ray hits back out to the mound, and now obviously Charlie Montoyo has started talking to Greg Gibson here, and Gibson again, we're piecing some of this together, and he's saying I gave you as much time as you're allowed, and Charlie didn't like that and got tossed.
There's no secret to that.
There's some barking there from the Cardinal dugout. Now Mike Schopp will be ejected and has been.
Well, you're Hector Neris. You're saying, okay, would I rather pitch to Nolan Arenado?
Woodward in trouble, and he's been ejected. Malinsky was yelling at him from home plate, came stepping off toward the dugout, and Woody wasn't going to let him up. He's been tossed.
There's some chirping coming from, and he tosses David Bell. Toss somebody. Bill Miller with a short hook. And it might be Turner Ward.
Win or not, but Mancini definitely not happy with Ryan Atkinson at first base, and he has a few words for him, and home plate umpire not having any more of it, and Arnie Baylor kind of jumps in between, and then I think either Mancini
swing in his first at bat. Scott doing a nice job getting out there.
Boom,
there he goes.
he's out. 5 strikeouts for Montas, and now he's going to just defend his guys.
Well, that's what he's telling him right now. This is the reason why I came.
At least past that 45-degree imaginary line. Gardy.
Yeah, see ya. He's going to get his money's worth now.
About 45 degrees. See where Matthews steps. And he's already
having a good day, and Ricky better be careful because he's going to get the boot.
He doesn't want to be careful, and he's going to give it to Angel Hernandez, and the crowd is absolutely behind the Sox skipper on this one, and rightfully so.
Grandal is barking at the home plate umpire. Jordan Baker rips off his mask, and now Baker throws him out. And Craig Counsell's probably going to go with him.
Uh-oh, Charlie. There he goes. Well, money's worth while he's out there. Brian Knight, there goes Ned. Brian Knight is not the reason why the Royals are losing 9-0 tonight, but there have been
And the Rays bench not happy.
Well, Kevin Cash, there you go.
Has just been ejected. Kevin Cash fired
3 in a pitch that was not a strike.
Ball's down.
He's been thrown out of the game. Plawecki livid over the call. Here comes Cora. That was ball 4. And there goes Cora. He's been tossed as well. Well, that was
helmet slam. Pointed to the bat. Is he? I mean, I'm asking you to read his mind. Is he pointing to the bat as if to say you're throwing your equipment? I mean, I don't get it.
Yes.
So then there's more. And then Donnie comes out and he says that's 2 days in a row because it was Manny Gonzalez who was the one that had the check swing yesterday on Brian De La Cruz, who was ejected in the